everybody, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're going to be delving into some questions today. And all thanks to our boy here, Nicol Bolas, God Dragon. Now, I really do like the Nicol Bolas chain of cards. They're very cool, and I like that a lot of them just get immediate value. I've been thinking maybe to build a Cruel Ultimatum deck after this, just because it's such a cool card and a sweet deck concept. But today we're just going to be going ahead and playing some Nicol Bolas with some in Pioneer. And in Pioneer, you need a lot of exile removal because of Phoenix. You need a lot of 2-mana removal spells, so you can answer turn 3 Grease Fang. There's a lot of combos like that. Test of Talents helps fight the combo decks with the tap land and to take extra turns. And this is just to late game with our Planeswalkers. That's basically our concept of the deck, really. Just control our opponent and try and answer these other meta decks. So it's very simple, very easy to understand and digest. 2.7 average cost, 25 land. Thinking maybe to go to 26 because it is a control deck. Sideboard. This card is actually pretty cool. We bring this in against like Grease Fang and some other critical combo decks where you just want to turn one, steal any card from their hand. Also exiles, very critical, very important. As I've always said, exile removal is very high valued in formats where the graveyard is your resource. Distinguished Strokes for Treasure Trues decks, more negates, Legion End for tokens and such, more go blank. Very slept on card. You want to be playing stuff like this for Pioneer. It's very critical, especially against Phoenix matchups if you're playing black. And Ashiok Dream Renderer, he just wrecks so many decks. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some actual gameplay. Alright, we're back. Didn't take too long that time. Usually the match feature takes a little bit longer, but seems to be okay. We will want to go first since we're playing control. Interesting. Mulligan. Interesting. I guess we'll keep. Oh boy. Play this tapped. Then we can go Bloodstain or Blood Crypt into a Braid if necessary. Doesn't look like it will be necessary, so I'll just go ahead and lead off with a Nick. Lead off with this into this guy just to get a blocker out for green. Getting another removal spell, pretty good, and more importantly, got rid of more land from the top of our deck. So, very good mill indeed. Okay, so we do have good counter spells against this kind of stuff, and more braids. Interesting. Go ahead, play this tapped and pass the turn. Well, if he plays an artifact, we're going to be able to remove it. But analyst deck, we'll bring in Ashiok against it because, like I said, it just kind of crushes decks like this. Look at all this search. And he won't have a graveyard for the analyst. And we just insta-kill this. No hesitation. No weakness. No shine of weakness or no show of it. I'm going to discard the land here. Keep the action. We'll see what he does. He probably is going to get rid of the memory deluge. Or he wants to keep it to use it. No pressure, so we'll pass the turn. Now, he does have to actually answer this Liliana. Now, he is going to do the memory deluge. Because this does seem to be a teamer's extra turn-like deck. I am starting to value the braids a lot less now, so I will discard a braid here. And pass the turn. Now, I will get to kill this with my braid. Boom. Before he gets blue mana, because he did show that he has negates. I think he's mostly just trying to keep mana open to analysts. I will just +1. I could +1 twice, but I want to keep the more high Liliana value. And if I draw another Liliana, that would be the best, because then I can just -6 her right now, get rid of all of his green sources. I think that's the most relevant here. Especially with the World's Soul Rage. This is how this deck wins. It basically gets Aftermath Analyst, get back all these lands, fill the graveyard, have stuff like this, Lotus Cobra-like effects, and then just World Soul Rage for the game. Now we did get the counter spell to that, so I will go ahead and just -6 now. Put those into one pile, and the others into one pile. And I'll pass the turn. Hit his green mana. And they have negates and such for backup plans to help protect the analyst in the combo. I will pass one more turn so I can have counterspell access to protect my Chandra. I'll let this happen. Another negate, so there's a chance he might not have one. He did add it though. But as long as he's tapped out, the negate doesn't matter. So I can just go ahead and play this. Make the 2 1/1s and start putting pressure. Okay, that's good. Now I do kind of want to start drawing my lands here. Yeah, that's fine. And now he's going to try and start building up to 1, 2. So he might have, so he does have 2 more left. He is leaving up negate mana, but it's not going to be relevant here. Boom, boom. End the turn. I'm starting to chip away at his life total. Now he does have enough mana to play Analyst and activate an Analyst. Unfortunate. And he is going to not do that. So we get to Bitter Triumph here. Get rid of the Analyst, as our opponent has shown his hand here. And was very greedy. And now we get to see the rest of his hand. So he does have another backup analyst and a World Soul Rage. Ill-timed explosion. Able to discard their giant adventure card. The Seiju, not too relevant, and just a few more land. And I'll eat these from the graveyard. My turn. Now I will be able to kill the fairy here. With the Abrade. And I will hold open mana for the analyst to make him think that I have more removal. So he doesn't play and activate. It's going to be very difficult as I got rid of a lot of his green sources. He only has one more green source left, so that's very good for us. So that brings up the question. Now that we got some time, if Nicol Bolas really was reincarnated as your girlfriend, would you? You know, would you be okay with that? And yeah, that's pretty much the question, really. Ooh, that's a good one. We'll be able to either hit. I'll hit the World Soul Rage with it. Yeah.
Say hi to my they're so cute.
And we'll just get rid of boom. Cool. For the 6. Now his win con is this one. Yeah. All right. But that's basically the question. And I don't know. I think you probably would. I think a lot of people would, in all fairness. Are we going to be able to win? I should have left the Lilianas in the graveyard for the Enigma Jewel. That was my fault there. Doesn't have much mana left. Okay, cool. Don't need that anymore. Bam. Swing.
Say hi to my fiery
Swing
friend.
schwung. Chandra does work, I suppose. Nice. I will bring in the Legion Zen, though, to also counter this. So we have a lot of outs. Lots of outs. Now, he does get to return all of his lands back, but that's not going to do much. I've seen his library. His only win cons are this. Beatdown. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead, -2 the Chandra here, kill the analyst. Not the analyst, the Nissa. As, well, yeah. Yeah, just kill the Nissa. It's for the better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to be able to activate, but they don't have enough walkers. I definitely should have left the Lilianas in the graveyard, so that is a misplay on my behalf. I accept it. Now I am going to freely be able to kill a Nissa here, so that's good. He is killing himself, so that's also nice. Just getting Ashiok here would be just the cherry on top. I will go ahead and target legendary creature. It's just a mana thing for our legendaries. Oh well. So, with how our land situation has been going this entire game, he might very well kill us. Well, now that he played that memory deluge, I don't think he can kill us. So, very good on us, actually, because he had an out here. He really did. But we're sitting pretty. Nice. So on the sideboarding, he's a heavy instant sorcery deck, so negate. Disdainful Stroke will counter his bigger cards. Ashiok destroys him. I don't think this is ever really going to hit the Analyst, because you should never play Analyst out on 2. But I'll bring it in just in case our opponent misplays. Go Blink will just destroy the rest of him. Just actually card selection from his hand is also really nice. Alright, that means what do? We get rid of the Gets command. Isn't going to do anything. Card Reveals, he doesn't draw a lot. Search for Escanta, not necessary. Ironically, this does hit everything that this would. So I will take this out. Shouldn't be necessary. Enigma Jewels shouldn't be necessary. Not going to be that kind of a long game. Ironically, I probably don't even need my other Planeswalkers. Like, yeah, it wins the game and kills our opponent, but will it really be necessary? I don't think so, actually. I think we could probably do a longer game. Yeah, just take out our creatures. Keep this. Don't need a full playset of this. I think we're pretty set against this kind of deck. Nice. Nice. Alright. Let's delve back into this, shall we? No. Yeah, we can play this. So start with the Zounder's Lounge. Pretty interesting. It's fun to play against decks like this when you have exactly what I was talking about. You want Exile. You want the mass counter against these kind of strategies. Like, Pioneer and Explorer are very greedy with what they do like this. And we also have the Legion's End to get rid of those annoying cards. Very nice. So we have Test of Talents and Negate open, and Disdainful Stroke if he sided in any Treasure Cruises or any other Delve cards. Now, I could use the Legion's End, and I will, because I do have Chandra to just bring it back. Alright. I'm not concerned with this hand, because if he plays Analyst out, that's a very bad play. Yeah. So he'll Spelunking here. I'll be able to go blank him. He'll probably get rid of 2 of these and lose his graveyard. So the more of these he hits, it's the better for me, because the more value my go blank's going to get. And I will still go blank before doing a Liliana here, because it's just that brutal. Just that brutal. Got rid of an Analyst. Interesting. Then we'll go ahead and lead off with the Liliana, then into Chandra to go blank him. Or, you know what, we'll just go ahead and Chandra now. So I can Spectre. See if he has any counter spells in his hand. See that he doesn't. I'll take the Virtue of Strength. Exile. Honestly, I don't need a negate here. Then play a Chandra. -2. Get the Legion's End. Cast it. Not cast it because I screwed up. Oops. I thought it was cast free. Yeah, we all make mistakes.
I'm telling Mother Ludi on you.
Put a loyalty on it.
Can't believe Mother Ludi gave us homework.
Play a Liliana, -2. And he kinda has to sack the Analyst here. So I should have did Liliana. Reading the cards explained the cards, but I refuse to read. After all, I am a Yu-Gi-Oh player at heart. Now, he is going to be able to attack the Liliana and keep up the Analyst, but not too much value he's getting here. So again, Legion's End. Boom. And then we have the Test of Talents for a big rage here. So that's mostly why I'm goading him to do. And we have Disdainful Strokes for any of his big stuff. So again, I'm not worried, even though we're misplaying massively here. It's, honestly, it's to make it interesting, right? Like, what else is he gonna do? Exactly. I am going to save the Test of Talents for the World Soul Rage, though. And I'm just gonna Disdainful Stroke the memory. Is that how that works? Yeah, 4 or greater. So, we're fine here. Test of Talent. And it's that easy. What did he side in? What did he sign in? Oh, another negate. And that's game. It's nice. It's nice. Alright. And now we're back against opponent. I'll keep this hand. Yeah. And I will just get this out there. Probably should just left it in hand just to discard to Liliana, honestly. Next just play this and pass the turn. Hold up the talent, since we're going against a blue-black deck. Still, yeah, just hold up talent. Hold up talent until we get 2 extra mana. That's how you beat and play against control anyway. No need to play out your cards. And yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that. His hand. Just removal. Zombify. So I probably don't want to get rid of something. But I'll probably have to. Boom. Boom. Okay. Not really a counterspell deck. Only has one other thing. So. Well, since he is a... Blue, black. There we go. Go ahead and Ash Yak him.
Dream big. Your final
And pass the turn.
is upon you.
See how he responds. Because here he's probably going to go ahead and play the dragon.
I lost my appetite.
Oh, that hits planeswalkers too. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was said end of turn. I really don't know how to play this game, apparently. Oops. Here, okay, now I'll just play the Liliana. Hey, it's me you're talking about. Why pay attention when I could just not pay attention? Boom, boom. Bomb. And just +1 here. Get rid of a negate.
Won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah. And then we'll just go ahead and play Go Blank and gotcha him. Yeah, so. Black. Play Go Blank. +1. Discard the taste of talents. And kill this before he gets counter magic. Nice. And just pass the turn. And that's how that's done. See, I made up for it. I made up for my silly mistake, okay? You can't blame me now. You can't be mad at me. And I also think I queued into a non-ranked match. Okay, start of third match. And play. Alright, we're back. Third match. I kinda messed up and queued into a non-ranked match. I hope you're not too mad at me. I won it anyway, so Now we're doing another quick best of one just to see if we can get somewhere. We do have interaction. We got the test of talents for that, Binner Triumph for removal. So counter plays plenty, so we're good. We can keep this, yeah. Start with a tapped Watery Grave and pass. Yeah. Yeah, even got more removal. So, should be fine. Unfortunately, we're not going first here. Unfortunate, but it's what it is. Double Temple Garden. Into something. Okay. Mountain. Pass the turn. Turn 3, I can probably play this Undercity Sewers down and still hold up interaction. Because I don't want to just play her down turn 3. I want to have protection for her. And if this is a heavy creature deck, it might not be necessary. Let it happen. You control enters the battlefield. Okay, interesting. Braid it. Okay. And that's why we do things on the end of their turn. So we can just freely get rid of it. And he's stacking them. So that's unfortunate for him. I'll pay 3 land here. I don't want the extra land. And pass the turn. Now that he played out some cards from his hand. So I see Bolas Waifu. Played out his hand. Where am I? Now that he played out his hand, I'll probably be able to lead off with the Liliana next turn and just -2, since he won't have another creature. Yeah. Should be fine. -2. Sacrifice a creature.
Sacrifices must be made.
Nice. And pass. It's not gonna really be an instant sorcery deck, so I could probably freely discard the Test of Talents with the Liliana Plus here. We'll see. That or another Archaeologist. And a Murex. Well, it's pretty simple to deal with, really. Simply put, just discard a card. Archaeologist. Get rid of that. +1. Get rid of Test of Talents. Not going to be useful. And just play out an Archaeologist here. And get me a Nicol Bolas. And pass. And we just answered his board. In hand. It's that easy. Just have to show that your waifu. Your waifu. And everything just kind of goes on good. He couldn't keep his waifu under control, and mine just kind of dominated his. Kind of sexy. Now, do I even care about getting rid of his graveyard here? Actually, no. I would want to hit the Sentinel's Eyes. So I will just +1 here and pass. And just hold it to -2, get rid of his might. Get a little bit of crush pawn here. With them heals, action, and bug action. Deadly cover up to answer the entire game. Yeah. It's over. It's over. cover up, get rid of the board, and pass. Hold on to the Nicol Bolas. And let's get rid of... it's good enough. We hovered over his waifu. We touched her enough this game. And, we got there. Nice. 3 in a row. That means the next time I try to play with my mono green control deck and try to tinker with it more, I'm going to get horribly mana screwed in a 27 land deck. Can't wait for that to happen. Alright everybody, that was the deck. It was just a very quick, fun deck. I'm very good at playing some of these control shells, so I wasn't too worried even with some of our misplays. It's not hard to beat some people that aren't really versed with control. I built it pretty to specs with some of the anti-metas, as you were able to see in several of the matchups. So, all in all, cool, fun deck. Thank you for watching this far in the video. I really appreciate it if you give a like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you dislike it. I was your host, Rainbow Dark Dragon here, and I'll see you at the end of this rainbow.